Good evening, Internet, and welcome to Wildspace. I'm your host this evening, Ryan, Dungeon Buddy Extraordinaire. With me is this lovely cast of characters, who I will introduce to you now. Sean, Savannah, Alex, and Morgan. In a few moments, we will deliver to you the most thrilling 2.5 hours of content TM you have ever seen. But before that, do we have any announcements? Okay, well, tomorrow at
I've been
7
streaming
p.m.
Pokemon. That's the only thing.
Okay, we've been streaming Pokemon during the day, going on a Nuzlocke run.
Yeah.
A Nuzlocke run, which seems to be the Pokemon version of like an Iron Man mode in game.
Yeah.
So, which is pretty great. I'm not completely. I did play Pokemon like a long time ago on a Game Boy, so I'm not as obtuse as I kind of am coming off. But I don't get any of the things. There's so many new types, and I don't get it all. So I've been having fun watching on, and so you should too if you're around during the day, depending on what time zone you're in. And then tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we have the continuation of our Sprawl game. 8 p.m. Eastern time, the continuation of our Sprawl game, Neon Souls. And then, yeah, that's it. For this game, every year, one of the games that we have kind of gets thrown off by the holiday schedule. And this year, it's me. So it's going to be 2021, I think, probably before we're back here. So, but until then, there's plenty of other shows for you to watch and get your content TM. So, that's all I've got. Is there anything else that anyone wanted to add? All right. Well, then we shall return. Then we shall return to Wildspace. Last time, our heroes fought off 27 vampires and a couple blood witches. 3, I think. In an effort to reclaim a few evil, powerful items, artifacts really, from the Blood Queen known as Vashta. So they have found their way onto her plane. They have laid waste to her welcoming party. They are about to determine what's next when Rosh noticed some movement amongst the corpses of the slain. And that is where we left off. So Rosh, I will give the next move to you.
Just to clarify, when you say movement amongst the corpses, am I seeing like a pile of bodies that's kind of like shifting, like something's coming out from underneath it, or like something like invisible is moving?
It looks like something invisible is moving. Like you see motion, like the bodies shift, or like fabric on the bodies shift as if something is moving over it. Also doesn't appear to be very large. It's not like a big invisible thing. You've dealt with a couple invisible things in this campaign before, so this is not your first rodeo.
Okay, then I think Rosh just wheels around on whatever the invisible thing is, and
I forgot. Sorry, because Alex just wrote in the chat, which is relevant. There was a massive surge of wild magic that went on over and over and over again. That was like making lots of things popping. So you're seeing this, I guess, in the context of everything, like the universe just kind of folded inside out. So
yes.
which doesn't necessarily change your outlook on it, but just to provide further context.
No, because if anything, that colors it as even more freaked out right now. It just draws their spear, pointing it in the direction of wherever the visible thing is, and says, "Is this still happening? Is this something you've done? Reveal
No.
yourself."
I think I'm all tapped out now. Wait, are our voices still swapped? Yeah, so Vin and Gwen still have voices
6
swapped.
hours.
So imagine I said that in Gwen's proper voice.
Oh my gosh, I totally
Don't worry, I will fix this with DM Fiat momentarily. Well, not momentarily, but before the session's over, I'll fix it. But for right now, once you point the spear at this empty space, you hear a wait, and then like almost a zipping sound as like a shape materializes out of nowhere. You see a very small creature, tiny as it were, almost like a vaguely humanoid, but kind of like reptilian and like a cricket, almost like the way its legs are a little bit. It's just has it's like waving its spindly little arms and just kind of like it with a plea that you hold your violence.
Identify yourself.
Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to creep up on you or anything. Identify. My name is Minion.
Menden?
Minion.
Minion. All right.
Who are
Are
you
you
the
a
minion of?
I mean, of this place, really.
The whole place, or the being or beings who run this plane?
It's kind of the same thing. I could just describe it to you right now. Do you want that? Like, do you want? So look. I couldn't help but notice that you all just laid waste to what must have been about 27 vampires. I'm pretty sure that wasn't supposed to happen.
I mean, we intended for it to happen.
That's what I mean. You are something different. And I think that we might be able to work something out together for something that's mutually beneficial.
If you're a minion of this place, why should we trust you?
Because I don't think you're as at odds with this place as you might believe. You're here for the remnants, right?
And if we are?
Okay.
I mean, we are, yes.
I mean, look, I can smell the divinity on you. I know who you all are, and it's not like they haven't been talking about what's gonna come for we don't use days here, but just for the sake of conversation, days. I know what you want, and I can help you get it.
And in exchange.
We'll talk about that. Look, there's always someone in charge. The way things work, there's a bit of a hierarchy, and there's kind of a rotating door. You know, people go up, people get down, and then that cycle keeps going up, around and around we go. So, I'm just saying we just speed up the cycle.
You're saying you want to be top dog on the pyramid?
Yeah, I think I'd do a good job.
the very least, I think that would be entertaining to witness for however long we remain after we hypothetically affect such a change.
Look, I know this place. I know the queen. She's scared. Okay? I haven't seen her scared in, again, we don't use days here, but eons. Okay? She's scared of you.
And you know with the throne, you can lead us to the throne of Vashta.
Of course I can.
And is that where the key is?
That's where the keys are, yeah. She'll have them with her.
The remnant keys.
Yeah. Yes. No, I think it's cute. You're used to working with a certain type of people. The specificity is very important. Look, I'm not trying to work something over on you here. It's very simple. Look, I let you get the keys. You kill Vashta. You let me drink her blood, and then I take over. You all can go on your merry way.
Let's
Everything's just fine.
take a step back to that last part.
Well, that's part of it. I mean, it's like, the succession. I mean, it's like a crown in some ways, but it's blood, and you drink it.
And you gain her power from this.
In a way. More like I fill a void. I fill a vacuum.
You have to drink all of it, because you are sort of...
Well, I've been kicked to the bottom of the cycle a couple times.
And he is missing an eye and got kind of a little bit of a hobble. He's like,
I've been down at the bottom for a little while, but I'm looking to make my way back up, and I think that the four of you are my quickest way to do that.
And if we didn't let anybody drink this blood, if we left the vacuum,
something always fills a vacuum. It can be me, who we have a rapport, or it could be whoever.
and you're promising that you're not going to double-cross us or betray us in any way.
You give me her blood. You can leave with the keys. I don't want them. That's bad business. I don't want to be messing with any far realm bullshit.
May I insight check?
sure. Can you fail those?
I mean, I only have a +10.
It's not a lot.
So, I guess it depends on how good they are at lying.
They're not good at lying.
Okay.
They did roll a natural 20.
Oh!
Oh.
But
that's a 26 for me.
yeah, they got a 20. But they're not lying. They're not lying. They're being sincere. They're best you can tell. And I think actually it's not from their features. There's something ancient within you, that thread of divinity that kind of has entangled itself, it is giving you a sort of ancient connection with this creature that, while small, seems to be as old as there has been anything. In the same way that spark of divinity also is that old.
Rosh lowers their spear and lets it de-ignite, and says, "Well, this seems like as good an opportunity as any."
So we have a deal?
What's your name?
It's Minion.
Minion, right?
I said it
That's
earlier. Yeah,
No last name. All right.
she wasn't listening.
You thought about what you'll call yourself when you're no longer anyone's minion? Or will it be kind of an ironic thing?
It's been a long time since I've had to think about that.
maybe the chat can supply a name. And name an
The
NPC with exclamation point store.
Is the chat another compatriot of yours?
The chat is a malevolent force that exists in between universes.
I'm not so ignorant to think that you are a being of righteousness in any way, and that you'll...
Oh, no. It's not
Please.
about righteousness. Okay, your soliloquy. Come on.
I will ask, though, that if we bestow this power upon you, that we have some agreement between us, knowing that should you start causing the sort of problems that Vashta is currently, that you know we will return as easily as we did this time.
I believe that.
All right.
Look, I know you're creatures of righteousness and everything. I'm just a creature of balance, okay?
I can appreciate that.
Gwen, what do you think? You've been very silent.
Gwen just nods because she's still mad at everybody laughing at her because of the voice.
When we all understand, it's fine. We won't laugh, I promise.
Nope. Nope. She just nods.
All right, then.
What's the problem?
Long story.
All right. Well, I appreciate not sharing it. It's okay. So, I'm glad we have a deal. And again, your part of the deal is admittedly, you're doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, and you take out Vashta and you get the remnant keys out of here. Okay? We have a deal. Then, once I drink Vashta's blood, then I can make sure there won't be any out reprisals on your way out of here. You can just walk right out.
I don't see a better option.
Suppose we'd better get a move on before she finds 27 more vampires somewhere.
Oh, she's got a lot of them around, but we don't do days here again. I said that before, but it does take a little time. She's been working or something for a long. Anyway, we can walk and talk. Okay, follow me.
And he kind of scoots out in front of you. He's kind of basically a closet, shall we say? He is he kind of skitters out before you all and down the blood slick stones across the gray dust and begins leading you down the little bit of a hill that you're on and through a valley. Do you want to do anything to speed things up, or do you want to just hoof it? It's up to you. I'll say that Minion will say there is a chance that you might get attacked along the way. So if you want to try to sneak by it, or just move so fast that hopefully no one can kind of keep up with you. That's one of your. You can go either way, or you just might look out and not actually run into anyone.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to help with that right now.
Yeah.
No, so just trying low profile and. Okay. All right. Then let's get stealth checks.
Oh, okay.
Minion just goes back invisible. Rosh, you can still see Minion's footprints in the dust ahead. So that's how you're following. It looks like you're in the in the lead at the moment. Or actually, Gwen might be a good tracker too. Still, I don't know if you still have those skills.
I do, yeah.
Okay, so either one of you could be in the lead, totally easily.
Okay.
Very sneaky robot today. 23.
Nice.
21 for me.
5.
Also 5.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, 5, buddy.
5.
5 guys.
5 guys in a little coat. Okay. Okay. Then, as you're all making your way along a valley, you do see. All of you see this, but it has a maybe slightly different. Well, no, I won't project that now. Those massive shapes that you saw on like the far ends of the horizon, like before you got in the fight and were otherwise focused on what was the immediate in front of you. There are enormous skeletons, even bigger than the angel that you all saw at that ocelot facility. These are some of them are kind of like lying against the side of a mountain. There are thick ropes of pulsing veins that are like tying the bones all together as they kind of just lie in different poses. They seem to be placed there with intention, like statues, like grisly statues of the fallen, whatever these were. I think actually you also see a few angels in there as well, that are similarly posed, and will some of them are kind of leaning against the skeletons, like propping them up, and they is it just kind of these grisly monoliths that are overlooking everything as you make your way through. And as you walk under the shadow of one such giant skeleton, you hear a chorus of screeches as a flock of blood harpies descend from above, begin to like whoosh, come down onto you. So we will roll for initiativo. Whoops.
Did you say blood harpies?
Yes,
Lovely.
they're like harpies.
Are they just regular harpies, just blood
Hush.
themed?
Hush you.
Well, it's like when you're fighting the N level version of the enemy, but they have to make them different, so they reskin them and they
yes.
slap on
Right.
an adjective to
Hush
the
you.
name.
Hush you.
Did you just roll
or
a
they
random
made out
encounter
of
with
blood.
regular harpies and flavor them blood harpies?
Hush you.
All right, let's see. I gotta remember
We
to do
still
this.
have the plus 20 max HP, yes?
Active. Yeah.
Okay, mine's already up.
Yeah.
I think.
I can't see where Champ's HP. I assume everybody else's is accurate to what their
Well, roll
Yes.
20
tokens
did.
show.
Well, I didn't do much better than roll 20 for initiative. I'm getting all the bad rolls out now, guys.
Hey, there you go. All right, I need to do. So like.
Y'all.
Oh dear. Okay.
We got some
all right.
Christmas rolls in here.
Also, according to roll 20, both Sean and I
Christmas!
got one
Oh,
or rolled
dear.
ones on initiative.
Guys.
Oh my
Are
god.
you
Well, I'm gonna roll and
Let's
see if I
see.
get the same thing
Yeah,
you
I'm
did
rolling
again.
IRL. Okay. 18. Ooh.
That's actually not bad.
Gwen, what's your dex?
+3.
Okay. Mine is also +3.
What's your speed?
30.
Mine's 35.
Aha! You go first.
We'll do that to 24, just to make it simple. All right. They're gonna act on 15. Sorry. Okay. So 2 dozen harpies. Actually, no. That's a little much.
He's like, a what?
Actually, no. We'll do 2 dozen. We'll do 2 dozen. That's fine. Y'all can take this easy.
It's
And then
fine.
three friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Plane just operates on 27s.
Yep.
Yeah, everything shows up in packs of 27 here.
Yeah.
The
Please
curse
no.
number.
I'd like to leave this place at some point.
There are actually 27 Vashtas that we're gonna have.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys ever told that story on stream? I can't remember.
Have we ever told it?
It's been a long time if we have.
We'll tell it at some point.
We'll tell it at the end of this session.
Yeah.
There you go. Story time.
All right, Gwendolyn, you get to go first.
I'm sorry. Are they very high up?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, we'll say that they are 60 feet up.
they are not within sword reach. Is really what I mean.
No, unless you are Reed Richards.
Well, here's the thing.
Where you feel like chucking swords.
I am not, so I would like to fire off some eldritch blasts into the sky
All right.
at the harpies, preferably.
All right.
And I
do
get
it.
3. So the
What's
first
your
one,
what's your attack modifier?
for my spells, it's +9.
Okay.
Ooh.
So the first one's a 28.
Okay, I'm gonna make this real easy.
Okay.
They have AC 11.
Okay, then that one hits. And that one's a 12, so it also hits.
All
so
right.
It's all 3. Do you just want the total for all 3?
Yeah, just read them the separate ones out because they might spread out.
A 6 force damage,
Mhm.
10, and 8.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm probably I'll just like do the prioritization for you. Yeah, and you blast into you actually you blow one out of the sky, just wings are kind of like floating down where I kind of like a mist of blood is, and then another one you've injured.
Cool.
But they begin to screech and hurtle down in kind of like a kind of cyclone that's coming down towards you all in the dive bomb. Anything else you want to do?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna back up just to make sure that I'm like near the group, probably next to or in front of Rosh
Okay.
for
All right.
protection purposes.
Excellent. That's gonna bring us to Champion.
Okay. I'm just gonna chuck a shatter up in there.
That's good. All right, so kind of like a like flak or depth charge in the sky.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I probably should do.
They have to make some con saves.
Okay.
DC 16. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Roll the damage.
Okay. I would think for this. Why did I add dueling style there? That should have been okay. 21 thunder.
Yep. All right. You just with a kind of loud like thunderclap, just boom, cracks in the sky. 8 of the harpies, just bones shattered, begin to just like or still falling at the same rate as the dive bombing harpies, but they begin to kind of like tumble around loosely and knocking into other ones. You have taken out 8, leaving 14 remaining. That's going to take us to the harpies. All right. So I said 18. No, 14. Sorry. So it's gonna be. Let's see. Oh, there's gonna be so many. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. All right. All right. I'm going to spread this out. So 28 for, was that 7 each? Okay. We'll just do that. So first 7, we'll go for Rosh. Miss. Okay, yeah. So they're all just like clawing at you because yours is like 23 or something.
23 now.
Wild. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they all miss. Just these harpies descend on you like scratching and clawing. They're like as their claws like rake across your like the light bands of your armor, make sparks kind of spring out into the air and like cut through the ozone. And then the next one's going to go for Gwen. What's your AC?
21.
All right, 1, 2. All right, they same thing. They all can't tear through your armor or through friend like it. But this the symbiotic skin is just like too much for them to tear through. They kind of like pull back. It's like stretching and sticking, and they snap off and then keep clawing at you. And you're also like dodging swipes and like moving quickly, shifting your weight, deflecting claws with your sword, all sorts of cool stuff like that. Vyncent, what's your AC?
17.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, you get 2 hits on you. For a total of 12.
To bad luck? Probably not.
Probably not. It's 12 damage. Slashing damage. What you have like mage armor? What are the kind of armors that you have?
Mage armor and bracers of defense.
Okay. Yeah, I think the same thing. They kind of like deflect off your magic for the most part. Their claws kind of like bing. I don't know what it sounds like when a claw hits your mage armor, but it's like like a resonant sound or something like that as I like smashing against it. A couple do get through, and these claws kind of score marks across you. And then we'll go for Champ. What's your AC?
19.
Also 2 get you. For a total of 14 slashing damage.
14. Okay.
But that's all they can do. They're just kind of like swarming all over you. Champ, I think I could see you kind of like whirling around, using your cape as kind of a distraction as they kind of like start clawing into it, but you're nowhere behind it, and you kind of move around. A couple do catch you, but superficial wounds that kind of like scrape into your composite shielding just a little bit. That's going to bring us to Roshel.
All right. Well, I'm going to assume all, if not most of them, are within are within melee of us.
Is this Radiance of the Dawn?
I'm going to use Radiance of the Dawn on them.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah.
Well, I was going to fireball them if I got to go first, and this is cheaper. So, all right. They have to make a con saves. Anyone within 30 feet.
I don't think that. Okay. I'll do it. Okay.
DC 18.
Okay, 1 succeeded. Actually, 2 succeeded, but I don't think it matters.
20 points of radiant damage.
Is it half on a success?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. 12 harpies are just incinerated in a how is this like? Is it like fire, or is it just solar radiance? Is it just like a blinding light?
Yeah, I'm imagining it like a solar flare.
Okay.
So like it looks like that kind of fiery plasma like burst of radiant energy, like
just and as it goes by the other 3 of you, you see this light. It kind of like parts around you, as if there's like these like a slipstream that each of you are in, as and including Minion as well. I'm hoping. Maybe
Yes,
not.
no, I'm not going to
Okay.
kill Minion.
And then boom, 12 of them are just fried to a crisp, blackened bones falling in a heap around you, leaving only 2 severely damaged ones for you to clean up. Vincent.
Well, I can probably only get one of them. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a cantrip of a firebolt at one of them.
All right.
That's like a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Where are my d10s? And I will remind you, I do currently have Tides of Chaos triggered, so
Gotcha.
that's your discretion.
Cool.
Okay, that is 12 points of fire damage.
Yep. Boom. Just fry the last vestiges of the muscle holding them together. It's all in a heap. And one more. Do you have anything for that?
Not unless I quicken a spell, which again probably want to save those sorcery points.
That's probably overkill. Gwendolyn, do you have like a fancy way that you want to end the last one?
Can I stab it?
Yeah. you can
Twice.
Stab it. Okay. Yeah, the second one will just be for show. But yeah.
Yes.
But you may, for sure.
It's a lot. I can't do math right now.
Their AC is 11.
31
With 31 to hit, or that's the damage?
to hit.
Okay, yeah.
Where's the phantom blade?
You hit it hard enough to get its grandchildren.
There you go. It's 18 and 19 slashing damage.
Yeah. So I think you almost, I don't know. What do you think? Are you like just annoyed, bored? Like how do you attack this thing? Is it just like
I think this is just mostly out of frustration of like, you gotta be fucking kidding me right now.
Oh, so just like not even looking, your sword arm flashes out twice, like, and then the pieces of the harpy just fall, somehow quartered with your quick swipes, and just falls and in a clatter, smoking ruin at the feet of you all. And like a small voice comes out, like,
Oh yeah, see, that's gonna be great. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
How many more packs of monsters are we going to have to deal with on our way to this place?
There would be less if you didn't smell so much like a god, probably. And this
Well,
one
I can't fix that.
got the god angel sort of thing here. It's gonna draw out a few people.
Great.
But
Well.
shouldn't be too bad. We're getting close.
Good.
So, I probably should let you all know what we're going to be walking into next.
walking and talking scene.
We're approaching... It's kind of a barrier, okay? The way this functions, it's kind of like you just, to get in, just gotta give something. That's it. You gotta give something that's important to you, and you get in.
How important?
It's kind of up to you to say. I will say, if you don't mean it, the barrier knows. And so will Vashta.
Great.
So, I don't just as we're walking, think about what's important to you, something that you'd really hate to lose, and then just use that, and then we can get in easy peasy. Boston none the wiser.
I'm assuming this is like an individual thing, like we each got to give something.
That's right.
All right.
Will she know what we've given? Should we... If it's... Will she be able to detect that we were the ones that made the offering?
Not if she's not looking for it. No. It's a thing that she didn't make it. That thing's been there since forever.
And I'm assuming whatever is sacrificed won't be reclaimed.
Oh, no, it's gone. It wouldn't be a sacrifice otherwise.
Excellent.
So, I don't know. Think about it. We got a few more miles. We don't use miles here, but you know, I read up on all you.
We all... Our bond with Pace was so strong. We all gave up the lock of hair that she gave, that she left for us.
No, see, I told you the barrier would know. The barrier will know. So,
actually, instead of him talking, he'll just like keep leading on ahead. I don't know if you all wanted to talk about anything in the interim on the way over there, or if I just plop you right in front of it.
Is there anything before we get there? The barrier, how close are we once we get past that point? Is there anything we should prepare before we get to it?
Is it like go time as soon as we step through, or?
oh no, you should have a little time. What do you want to do? You want to take like? You
I'm
want to take
just...
a little nap?
No.
Want to go to sleep? Want to hit a little pillow, go to sleep, have a little dream?
I'm not going to stab you, but she might. Gesturing to Gwen.
That's fair.
I just want to make sure everybody is prepared. I know I did some wards and on people, and I just want to make sure that nobody needs anything before we get past the point of no return.
You gave us like the temp HP. Was there anything else?
I gave aid. I did the temp HP.
And you put Death
which
Ward on yourself.
I put
Oh,
Death Ward
okay.
on myself. And I did
just couldn't
Gift
remember
of
if there was
Luck
anything else.
on... Did I do Gift of Luck on Gwen?
I don't think you gave anyone Gift of Luck,
Did I not
actually.
do Gift of Luck? I can do that as a ritual. Or no, we decided to make that not a ritual spell. That's right. We nerfed that by making that a casting spell, so never mind.
That's right.
Yeah. So I could do the temp HP again. If we felt like that would be important.
I have a lot of heaps, so.
Yeah,
I
where are
could
you
go
at,
without.
Shan?
I'm at 160 without the
Okay.
extra.
And that's where you're at too, Gwen. You're at 159.
Yeah, I'm at 159.
Yeah, I need to change because the temporary would have worn off right now, right? So
And
I'll
then
change my-
Alex, you and I are, or you're at 130 with the aid.
Yes, because
Okay.
it took enough to lose the temp HP.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else that I would need to cast otherwise at this point. I just wanted to make sure.
just trying to find some art. I might get it onto a different screen. So, let me know when you all want me to pick things back up.
The only other thing I'll ask, and I can ask this out of character, is when we're within an hour of the place, I can also burn some spell slots. We talked about that staunch spell that people can't be used as like the target for blood based spells and or magic.
Right.
Target can't be the source of blood for any spell or effect that requires even a drop of blood. Lasts for an hour. It's not concentration. So
Now
I know
that's bad for me.
I won't do it on Gwen.
Need that.
But I can also pop that. It's a first level spell, and I can pop that on a couple of people.
Sounds cool. Cool.
So.
Nah. Cool. Yeah, just so we'll just say, Minion, let you know that like once you pass through the barrier, on the other side of the barrier, then you can do all the countdowns like an hour to like less than an hour.
Okay.
So you can do all your stuff.
Sounds good.
That.
Then nothing before then.
Okay. So yeah, if you all have nothing to discuss amongst each other, you find yourself at a you kind of in much the same way that like a mirage, like as you like depending on your distance and angle to it, like it can be shining brightly or be not there at all. As you kind of approach this what at first looked like just a very desolate expanse, there's like a shimmering that you see, kind of like a pink glowing shimmering that's happening in the air that seems to go as high as your eyes can see. That is acting as a sort of barrier that's separating you between and the rest of the expanse. And Minion leads you up to it and say,
Yeah, we're almost there, just a little bit, and then once you're on the other side, I think we should be able to just see Fosh's sanctum.
Okay. Well, give us a little bit of context. What are you sacrificing to move through?
Oh, me? I'm gonna sacrifice.
You see as it kind of looks around, like he is missing a couple eyes, a couple limbs.
He's like, I think I can afford to go through, like maybe just one more time. So, we're sure, right? Once we get to the other side. Now, it doesn't have to be physical. It's just whatever you care about. And I happen to care about myself quite a bit. I love my body. My body's a temple. So that works for me. But it's different for different people. I can't tell you what you care about. But I think you each know what you care about. I think you're trying to think of something else because you don't want it to be the thing you care about. But that's not how this works.
So are we still waiting for Minion to go through first, or?
Oh yeah, okay.
is
So
this-
yeah, Minion can go through first. In a yeah, I think Minion gives up one of his. I think he used to have like 4 arms. Now he only has. He will one of his remaining 2. He will give that, and a horn, and an ear, and.
Is it like he walks through and the stuff disappears, or is it like he chops off his arm and throws it into the barrier as he walks through?
Yeah, I like that. I think he just like very quickly saws off a couple limbs, like holds in his hands and kind of like limps across, and then as he goes to the other side, the wounds like kind of are like cauterized, but like the limbs disappear.
Well, that was grisly.
Well, I have an idea of what I'm going to give up. I hope it won't be quite so brutal. I know I can be chaos personified at times, but it is important to me that I am able to maintain some level of control over that. But if that's what we need, then I can make do without that. And I would like to offer up some of my sorcery points to step through.
What do you mean some?
So I currently have 11 out of 15. I don't know if you want to have me roll some dice to see how many I lose, or if you just want me to drain all of them until I can rest up.
Do those refresh
Those are
on a
long
short
rest.
Long rest? Okay. So with the context of what you said, you like to be under control, I will allow it. But need you to roll 3d6 and you lose that many sorcery points.
Okay.
Actually, that might be a little heavy. Hold on a second. You have 13?
11 currently.
Or 11? All right. We'll do... Yeah, just 2d6, sorry.
Okay, because I had rolled 15. I had rolled 10.
Yeah.
Well, I still rolled 10. I got a 6 and a 4.
Well,
So I'm down to 1 sorcery point, y'all.
okay.
I don't even know if I can do anything with that. But it was a gamble.
Do you guys have any ideas?
I've got some.
I've got a couple.
I have something.
I have a guess of what Gwen's could be, but I don't know. She's got so many things that she could do.
She's got so many things.
So many.
So many things. I think she looks through and looks at Minion and says, will it take memories?
Yeah, if you care about it. Yeah.
She wants to give up the only happy memories that she has of Beatrix and the time that she spent training her.
Okay.
Before she turned.
And I think... So, you still have on you her old stuffed animal, correct?
I do.
Okay. So I think you kind of like take it out. Thinking of those times. Before she became primal, before all the just everything she caused, and like the guilt does bother you. It always has bothered you, but it's not just guilt. It's also it is specifically this thing that you lost, this connection. You've been away from your family for God knows how long. And your sisters, that was the closest thing to a family you had, and those memories seem really distant now. But for someone who's like fought so hard to hold on to your humanity, these memories are one of those things that helped you do it. So, thinking of kind of like shitting grin that Beatrice gave you one time when she finally got a hit on you. Time when you laughed together, sitting by a spring after a sparring session. Laughing about old times, laughing about just the random things that we think are funny and everything. You pass through the barrier, and the stuffed animal is reduced to nothing. And on the other side, you still have those memories, but now they are hollow. There's a cold, empty space where those memories are. That connection of your heart to them is gone. And if there was a hope that the memories being gone, the sense of loss would be gone, the sense of loss now is even greater. Because now you remember these things and you see where a thing should be and you can't access it. It's gone from you.
I think she just kind of looks back at everybody and then just kind of mutters under her breath, like, it'll be easier to hate her.
I'll go, Sean, or should I go?
Go ahead. I'm still debating between a couple of things.
Okay.
So remove the stuffed animal from your inventory. I'm just kidding.
Exactly. All right. Champ's gonna pull out like a necklace. It's just like a simple looking sort of stone necklace. It's like Kylie gave this to me. Give me good luck while I'm in Norway. Hopefully I'll see her again. And I'm offering my stone of good luck.
Oh, damn.
By Callie.
Okay. Yeah. That'll do it. Is there, do you have a lot of a kind of sentimentality about this? Or is this just like a purely utilitarian thing for you, or?
I think she's probably had it like, hasn't really come up, but she's probably like had it since like they first sort of started on their like little adventure, and like kind of like gave it to her when they like first started doing like gladiatorial fights and stuff.
Okay.
And stuff. So like has been around for a while.
So yeah, so you remember those early times when you're training near the stadium, those moments that you had with her, like you don't have a lot of keepsakes from those times. This is like one of the one things that you still have. and this Luxona has like come in handy for you quite a bit since then, and there's a sense of like maybe not fear but concern of what comes next. And you as a fighter in the arena, you never give up an advantage that you have, and this particular scenario is difficult. It's difficult for a champion, for a winner to do, to give up an edge, and maybe looking at this stone a little forlornly as you kind of step through. It is pulled up into vapor as you make your way through the barrier, and you find yourself on the other side.
There were a couple things that I was considering for Rosh, but I think the thing that is most important to them, or one of the things that's most important to them, is honesty. So I was considering giving up their, well, here's what they're going to give up, and you tell me whether it needs to be more. Giving up their proficiency in insight. And then I was also considering flavoring some sort of flaw as well as their own personal ability to like tell the truth or something like that. Some sort of compulsion to deceive, like some sort of tarnishing to their honest nature.
I don't need the skill for proficiency, although that's very kind of you. Sorry, I'm thinking about this. Because, all right, my goal is not to change your character.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm loath to give you a flaw necessarily. On the other end of this.
Well, I was considering the proficiency in the insight essentially is their ability to read deception in other people and sort of flavoring it that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can give up. Say they give up some of their, the other thing that's important to them is their god, given like power and like their internal light. And sacrificing some of that in the form of like some of their spell slots, but I thought this was narratively a little more.
Yeah, I'm trying. So okay, if you're good with that, then I can give you this flaw that is. Wait, no, that's intense. There's a madness table of this plane that I'm kind of reading it, and some of them are a little bit too far. So wonder is a bit that's too much. So this one flaw that I will give you, I'm gonna read what it says, but I'm gonna like make it a little less intense than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But what it says is, I never let anyone know the truth about my actions or intentions, even if doing so would be beneficial to me. I'm going to make that not as intense, saying like, I am loath to let anyone know the truth about my actions or intentions. So I think you're become cagey, essentially, where you were forthright. I think now it's going to take effort for people to pull things out of you.
Okay.
Is the idea? Does that work for you?
Yeah, I am. Can you read that phrasing one more time? I am loath to
let anyone know the truth about my actions or intentions, and even if doing so would be beneficial to me, but you don't have to write that part. I don't think.
Okay.
I think now it's just like you're afraid. Maybe it's fear of letting people know who you are.
Okay. Yeah. I will do that. was debating whether that contradicts their ability to,
Yeah.
because the flaw that they had before it, and whether that they would lose that and it would be replaced, or if it would.
What was the flaw that they had already?
I cannot keep a secret to save my life. So
Oh, yeah.
as part of their honesty. So if anything, now they can.
Yeah, I think just
I'm going to
swapping the
remove it if
two.
that's okay with you.
I would remove it. Yeah, remove it.
Yeah.
You're different now. You're different.
I like it.
So,
okay, perfect.
Note to anyone who's watching this: when you have a party of level 15 gods, you don't know how to challenge them. Just tell them that they have to give up something that they like, and that's because I don't got anything. You just have to
let them hurt themselves.
Let them hurt themselves. Thank you.
I love it. I'm actually I want it to be totally clear. I love this.
Okay.
I'm not like
yes
as a role play opportunity.
Cool. So you come over to the other side, Rosh. Sorry, let's go back to the beginning. What was the impetus for giving this up? I forget.
Their trait, the thing that's been ingrained in them their entire life, is the importance of honesty. Their ideal is a life without honesty is a life shrouded in darkness, and obviously darkness being the antithesis of that. So I think what they give up is the piece of themselves that is assured in that belief that honesty is the best, is the right path. And I think that self-assurance is what they lose.
There's an openness that you have before walking through the barrier, and on the other side you see just how gray this world really is. So they're kind of these gray dust plains that are spread out, literally gray, but also you look out at your three companions and this demon who's leading you, and you feel yourself shrink back into yourself a little bit. You're still just as acutely aware of what people are thinking and dealing with, but there's a bit of doubt in there now. People lie. People lie all the time. People obfuscate their motives, their desires. They don't say what's really important to them, even when they could have. And it doesn't make sense for you to keep putting yourself out there like that anymore. It makes you vulnerable, and this is a dangerous place.
Rosh steps to the other side, and I think there's that slight hesitation, and then just looks over the others with a calm expression, says, "All right, should we go?"
You all right? Because I assume Rosh didn't verbalize any of that to us ahead of time.
No, I think that was a decision they made as they stepped through. I'll be fine. Let's go.
Okay then, Minion, lead on if you would.
Okay, y'all are going through some stuff. Just, we'll get there soon enough. I know it. The first time I went through, it was a whole thing. It's gonna be just fine. Her stronghold is not that long from here, so just keep it quiet, and it'll be just fine.
Also, as a consequence of going through the barrier, I think the voices switched back, actually. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say, Vyncent, your wild magic surge is actually, you feel it kind of lessen. For some, it just canceled that out as you walked through. A strange side effect of the barrier, perhaps.
Okay, so mechanically, I get Tides of Chaos back, or
Yes, mechanically you get Tides of Chaos back. You don't have to surge. Your voice is back. Gwen's voice is back.
So I imagine halfway through, speaking to Minion, the voice goes from high posh to southern. It's like, I do not have the skill to make that transition, but just imagine what that is like.
And why are you doing a voice now? Is it that what you think I sound like?
Thank the gods.
No, this is kind of what I normally sound like, and like we said, it was a thing.
Okay, sorry.
That's normal again.
I'm so sorry I asked. Really sorry I asked. If y'all are done.
I believe so. Everyone feeling all right?
Fine.
Nobody sacrificed anything that I need to assist with.
All limbs intact.
Good. Good.
Sure does
well,
go with like an
within-
arm back, pats minion on head.
With his single arm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If
We'll
we're
get
getting
you a new
close, though, I'm going to help us a bit and is going to cast Staunch on Vyncent and themselves. Won't do it on Champ, because I assume Champ doesn't have blood.
She does not.
And I need
won't
mine.
do it on Gwen,
Broken
because she
blood.
needs her blood.
Yeah. Cool. So staunch. And let me write this down. So blood magic does not work on the two of you? Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's essentially it's a side effect. The spell is meant to stabilize any wounds or effects on them, and it can stabilize a creature. But the target can't be the source of blood for any spell or effect that requires even a drop of blood for the next hour.
Fascinating. Interesting. That's very good.
So,
No,
I'm,
just kidding.
I'm assuming Rosh is making the assumption that with Vashta, like everything else we've encountered, that
Correct.
they have blood magic.
You are correct. All right. So, this would be a good time for a break, unless you all want to do any character stuff real quick. No.
I think Rosh just does walk towards Gwen, because despite this personality change, does still want to know if they're okay. It just places a hand on her back as they walk past and says, "Are you all right?"
Fine.
You sure?
I find when feelings are simple, everything else becomes a bit more simple.
We should talk
Easy.
about it later.
I suppose. You alright?
Don't worry about me.
Alright.
Onward then.
Yeah, onward then. All right. Follow me.
Minion skitters forward, and you continue on the way towards the Sanctum of Vashta. We are going to take a break here. We will be back soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight and seeing what this is. And we'll be back in a minute. All right, bye-bye. Welcome once again to Wildspace. I don't know what the voice is, but I'm doing it, and we're having fun.
That voice. It's
And
so
no one else is here, so it's okay. All right, we can just do the voice, and no one's gonna say anything. Yeah, all right. Oh, I was gonna make a sheep. Anyway, thanks for all for coming back. We're gonna continue with the story. Now. Do we say anything after breaks? I always get confused.
You
Not
can say whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I think
Within
I've
reason.
done that. I won't play with that space at all. We'll just move on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, cool. So I am making a landing page for y'all to hang out on real quick because we've been on the old one too much. What the heck? No, not pixels. Not pixels. Not pixels. How do I change? Sorry. Roll20 changed how this thing works. Oh,
It did. It's a little weird now.
do they not do?
Yeah.
They do. Those, they don't do grid anymore?
Yeah, you do. You gotta scroll down for it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's further down, and there's like different settings for it now. You can like
Yeah, it's
change
all.
the
It's
aspect
all...
ratios and.
So the size of the
Something.
page, I can't change from pixels to
There's still
to
a
grids.
grid.
Yeah, you can set the cell width, but you can't like change the size of the page based off that. Or yes, you can. No. I'm foolish. I'm a foolish boy. I'm a foolish boy.
I was like, I know you can. I can't show you
Further
now,
down,
but I know you
further
can.
down.
I'm a foolish boy. No, it was right at the top actually. I'm
Oh yeah, okay. So
It's
we're
right
gonna
at
be
the
the
top.
opposite of the advice that you needed.
Oops.
yeah. So, never mind. for you watching at home, that was useless. All of that was useless, and I'm sorry that you had to sit there through it. Let me pull some of these tokens over here just so you all can mess with them.
But yeah, they
Okay.
definitely changed some things around, and I was like,
Ah! All right. Oh my gosh, you have so many heaps. Okay. Did anyone want to in character anything as you're walking along? Boots trudging through the gray dust.
We decided
Skeletal
not. We
monoliths.
decided not to do temporary hit points, right?
I didn't decide not to. I just hadn't yet.
I didn't know if we had
but
decided.
it lasts for. Oh, it only lasts for an hour. That's why I was waiting. So I think I'll go ahead. You know what? I'll just be saying I'm not going to be able to cast all these spells during the combat anyway, so I might as well use some of them now. So I'm going to do a 4th level Prayer of Resolve, which will be 1, 2, 3d10 plus 5 temporary hit points. That's 8 plus 13 plus 5, 18 temporary hit points for everybody.
Nice. So we're gonna have one more kind of. This is as you are like walking through the dust. Each of you catches images in the corners of your eye. As you kind of look, they vanish immediately. I do want you all to tell me. Each of you sees a hallucination of a long dead friend or a comrade. And I'd like you to, each of you, say who you see. And if anyone wants to start, you can go, or otherwise we'll roll for who goes first.
I think for Vince. Oh, sorry, you raised your hand.
Oh, you can go ahead.
Okay. I think for Vincent, it is. I forget the nomenclature we used for them, but the person who broke Vincent out of the facility, the one who rescued him,
Yeah.
sees glimpses of them. Maybe sees, and these ones will be even more phantom-ish and like imagining other clones, other siblings who, what they might have grown up into and seeing them.
Yeah. Yeah. You see those kind of those flashes of their faces in the shadows as you walk by. How does it make Vincent feel? Like, are you annoyed at these hallucinations, or does it make you feel? I mean, probably not homesick, but a disconnect to something, or what do you feel?
Yeah, I think a large part of it is like, you know, I see the face of Koopa Cashew. But
Right.
part of it is thinking, did I give up more than I thought I did with the barrier? Is it messing with the wild magic now, and now it's bringing these, like, how much am I seeing things, and how much is this like, oh, my magic is now, like, it was already out of whack, but now it's more out of whack than usual.
Yeah.
So there's that, and there's a lot of thinking about, and like you said before, seeing the skeletons of the angels before. It's a lot of, is this my legacy? Is this what I can or will become? And seeing the images of the other clones.
So I'll have you take the condition insecure from masks, and then there we go. Yeah. All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. Because I think Gwen sees Anastasia, who wielded the Phantom Blade before she did. And who was unceremoniously murdered by Korhal, leaving Gwen in charge of a bunch of shit she was not ready to be in charge of.
How does that make Gwen feel?
I think
I know that she has her feelings, and they seem a little bit slightly dissociated, but like they're right there.
Yeah, I in that moment, though, I think she acknowledges them. That she is like not past the grief, but I think past the sort of sadness, grieving stages for them. And I think it is just more of a not really anger. Like, there's anger there, but I think she's already sort of moved past a lot of that, and there's just a lot of...
Do you feel guilty for moving past it?
I don't think she feels guilty for moving past it. I think... Because I think that's sort of part of what her whole thing is, and like what her whole sort of training has been. And I don't think she lets herself feel guilty, or if she does feel guilty for moving past it, she ignores it, because if she admitted to any kind of guilt like that, Anastasia would hate that.
Yeah,
she would have hated that.
Yeah.
So I think there is just more of like a frustration and a sort of anger, sort of tamped down anger,
angry
that even happened.
I saw in chat that I'm going for mass conditions. Like, it really does seem like I am. So you angry condition. I think that's one of them, right? Or is that just for villains?
That's there.
Okay, cool.
Angry, afraid, insecure, guilty, hopeless.
All right, perfect. Mask is such a good game.
All right, I think angry is the closest one.
John,
Champ?
you wanna go? Okay, I go.
Please, after you.
All right. Kind of like how Vince sees a lot of different people. Champ at first doesn't recognize like who she's seeing. There's all sorts of shapes and sizes of people, and then eventually realizes that these are the other fighters that she had to kill for in the gladiatorial ring that were actually sacrificed. And she feels guilty about that because she didn't know at the time that they were not consenting to these fights. So she sees a lot of people she killed and is feeling guilty.
Right. And Jonathan.
So part of Rosh's, I mean, everybody knows that when Rosh was younger, they were imbued with this like god spark as like a young child, and like other people have done, and this seed that grew within them. But I think what Rosh sees is essentially the child that they were, because when that person is imbued with the god spark, they die, and that god element is then sort of intertwined with their soul and their being and kind of takes control of their body. And while it's viewed as sort of a reincarnation, the previous soul that inhabits that body is killed. So while Rosh has all those memories and that feeling, that person that was Rosh before is dead. And so I think that's who Rosh sees.
All right. So, Minion leading the pack mutters something under his breath, kind of curse, and you see him kind of shake his head a little bit as he leads his way forward. Seems to also be dealing with a thing. What does Rush feel about that, actually? What do you... Nothing? Or...
I don't think it's something that Rosh knew. So I think they're a little... I think it's something they didn't consciously know, but when they see it, it's like, oh. And it kind of clicks. And I don't think they feel guilty. I think it's more of like they feel purposeful. Like they know that there are... Because that's not the only person who's died. That there's been like generations and generations of people that have died there. So there may be more off in the shadows. But I think it's more that they are bolstered with this sense of purpose. Like, this is what this has been building for.
Yeah. All right. So, you all approach at the end of this long gray valley, the base of a spire that, in this plain of gray dust, seems to be a sort of a fortress surrounded by coal black walls. There are strange corkscrew towers that loom above twisting domes and vast amphitheaters. Minion.
Okay. I'll take you in the back way. You don't there's lots of stuff in there. We don't want to tangle with it. Believe me. I can take us in the back way. You don't have to worry about none of that. Don't have to worry about the defenses. Don't have to worry about the generals. Don't have to worry about 27 vampires. Like each troop of those, they go like one is the place. So I'll take you in the back way. We'll go through.
There is a large drainage sewer system basically that blood is draining out of and mixed with sludge and other things.
It's like, just follow me in through this way. We'll be right there.
And unless anyone objects, you all trek your way through this disgusting pipe. Kind of the only sound of the sloshing boots in the sludge through the darkness, further and further within this complex, taking twists and turns. Every once in a while, there are you get into some cisterns where you have to climb up and then climb into another series of pipes, and in what seems like way too long, you emerge, pushing a grate to the side, sliding across. You emerge into a large chamber. You see a shape in this massive basin in the center of the chamber, where there are columns leaning out over it, draining these kind of like water features, basically, of blood that's to drain into the pool. You see the kind of hunched form of an enormous demon. I believe, Rosh, you've seen her before in a vision. I think she pulled you. I'm trying to think.
It's been a while.
Oh, I think I remember what it was. The core hall, I think, cast maze on you, and I think Rosh got lost in it, but Vashta pulled you out of it, and you saw her. But she looks. You recognize her, but she looks very different here. I think she seemed much more humanoid, like wearing like like jewelry and clothing and everything, and like here she seems much more monstrous, like hunched over, massive leathery wings, kind of like bent over her back, like black spiraling horns coming out of her head. I don't know if she notices you quite yet. Let me try to see. Whoop, that's not what I meant. I clicked the wrong thing.
Somewhere the Arcturus blows up.
Whoops. Okay, actually, okay. She rolled a 33. Yes, she does hear the grate slide and over, and she kind of turns slowly in that direction as you're all crawling out, unless some of you want to stay in it.
No.
She doesn't say anything at first. She just like you can, like, Rosh, you especially can tell that she knows that you're there. She just
Well, I don't suppose there's any reason to sneak now. She knows we're here.
come
Well, are you going to
forward.
welcome us inside?
Yeah, awkward that we did it at the same time, but yes. I thought maybe you'd see sense and not come all the way here. I thought we had a deal. I save all of Gwendolyn's people in exchange for the remnant. And now you're here to take it back.
I don't believe you keeping the keys was ever part of the deal.
Oh. That is some Fey shit if I've ever heard it. That's why we burn the Feywild to ash. You're going to do this based on semantics.
I believe, looking at the others, we're going to do this to save the universe. You can have the keys back once we've closed the doors. They might not be in one piece, but you can have what remains of them.
Oh, I don't think so. I think that if you took these keys from me and tried to face the offspring of Osbazol on your own, you will all die. And I lose the keys. They resurrect Osbazol, and then we're all done for. That's what I see happening.
Well, unless I'm mistaken, the door's already open, and they're already coming through.
It seems more of a material plane problem.
That is our home.
And what about when they finish with the material plane? There are only so many planes you can run to. They'll get you eventually.
Perhaps, but it will take them ages to work their way through the material plane. I'll have time. Time to figure out another plan. Like the one I did the first time they showed up.
Like 54 vampires. I'm just saying we've already dealt with this at this point. I'm growing a bit tired of arguing. We're here for the keys.
I can't let you have them. Is there nothing else I could offer you for you to leave this place?
Unless you've got something that can guarantee the safety of just about everyone on the material plane. I think we'll be taking those keys now, if you don't mind.
Nothing can guarantee their safety. But for you, Vincent, perhaps you'd like to be more connected to the seed in which you were sprouted. Would you like to be full angel?
Seeing what you've done with them outside, I don't want to be another part of your grotesque statue garden. I'll figure things out in my own time, thank you very much.
Gwen, do you always want to be suckling from the teat of some
You
force
can
you don't even
stop.
understand?
No.
Rosh. You and I have had many disagreements over the aeons. But I could reconnect with you with what you once were. I can bring you back. Encompass all that you were as Helitos. If you leave this plane with your companions here. And I don't know what to say to you, 10 person.
I'm a simple person.
Right. Is that it?
What do you mean that? Is that it?
Well, as I take it, even with the powers that you promised, that still won't be enough to seal the door that has been opened. I'm not fully connected with my past self, as you said, but it seems as, based on my understanding, I died the last time. I tried to do it without the keys.
So I have to kill you again. Is that what you're saying?
You can certainly try.
What she said.
Rosh, roll me insight check.
Oh boy.
And anyone else who's proficient in insight, but may do it as well.
19.
That's a
Okay,
natural 20 for 27.
Okay. Vincent. She is not as confident as she's trying to project. She is I don't know, like demons don't necessarily sweat, but you can, like, the things that she's saying, she's trying to avoid a confrontation and she's trying to get you out of here. And because she doesn't think that she's going to win this. But she's going to try.
Listen, you know you're gonna lose this. You can make this out alive and, get another eon or however long to replan and make contingencies. But like we said, we will be taking those keys.
I don't think you understand. If you take these keys, you will fail. And the old ones will be restored to their former power. And this time, we won't have a host of gods, both light and dark, to sacrifice themselves to push them out. Not yet. Maybe I can grow them over time. Apparently, some seeds are still floating around there. I can collect them. I have a chance if I wait this out. But if you take them, that's gone.
How long has it been since all this began, and you haven't been able to do anything in all that time to stop this from being a threat?
I haven't needed to until you all opened up the hole that let them back in. It was solved.
So then let us fix it. Resolve it. We've got the resolve to do it. I will pun you into the ground. You better just give us the keys now. It'll save you a hell of a lot of a headache.
You will leave this place right now, or I will rend the flesh from your bones.
That sounds like an
Strikes me
answer.
that, and it strikes me that you would have already done that if you could.
Plus, that's really an incredible threat for like two of us.
Right.
It won't just be me, though. I'll have some help.
Fine. Cheat.
And from behind, pillar, small ant creature. Just kidding.
I was gonna say, help's not here. He can't help.
He's like, prepare to die? No, but from
Traitor.
behind the pillar, a few figures emerge. One with kind of coal black skin, almost like stone or something. Fiery hair. One with long platinum hair. Another with gray skin. And flared out golden wings. As you see facsimiles of selves that used to be. Gwen, this isn't the shadow-touched version of you. This is earlier, when the way you looked when you still were drawing from the blood of Korhal. Rosh, this is before your diamond form. This is your first form. And Vyncent, the wings are not quite as developed as yours are currently. They're a little bit bent and not quite functional yet. And with that, the three of them grin, and they launch into an attack. So we'll go ahead and roll for initiative, everybody.
Okay, then.
Nope. I'm gonna get rid of some of these music. Nope. Jeez.
Battle
Oh dear, that was terrible.
Actually, what's this one? This is fine. Okay. All right. 15. All right, everybody's in.
Everybody's in?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately,
Looks like you all did not roll so well this time. Wait, is everyone updated it? Everything? That's it?
Uh-huh.
Those are the rules?
Yep.
Okay.
That's great.
That's a great. Okay, so the first. Oh, this music's not good either, but I'll fix it after this turn. So first thing that happens on 20 is Vasha extends an arm, and just a torrent of blood just floods into the room, like sweeping over all of you. I need you all to roll me strength saving throws.
I don't even know if I can make this save.
I do not know.
Yeah.
21.
Nice.
30.
Okay.
3.
Okay, I wasn't that bad. 7.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean the first half on that one.
Look, we have established we need our big, strong girls to.
Yeah, we
protect
got it. It's fine.
Okay.
We just
All
like
right.
stand there as you guys.
So the two of you who failed. Actually, I'll roll this damage real quick. Sorry. Now I get back into combat. I'm doing so many things. All right, so two of you fail, take 21 points of bludgeoning damage as this wave blasts into you, and both of you are knocked prone. The two of you who passed will take half, 10 damage each, and you are not knocked prone. Swimming in the blood, you see writhing shapes kind of like spilling out and wriggling around, but you don't have to worry about that yet.
I mean, I'm a little worried.
And so that's a layer action. Vasha is going to move towards the front line and is going to is just going to swing out. And as she kind of like runs forward, you see two of these remnant keys appear to be on her. These like these tendrils and tentacles kind of like wrapped around her, kind of like pulsing with power. She lashes out. I think is going to go for the ones that are down. Rosh especially for this first one. So these are going to be an advantage.
I'm going to make one of them. I'm going to do a disadvantage with my warding flare to cancel that out.
Okay. So, damn it. It's okay. All right. Oh, thanks for the raid encounter roleplay. Welcome to the party.
Oh, hey.
We just started a boss battle. So Roshel, that first attack will hit as you reach out with a hand. A kind of flash of light just shines into Vashta's eyes, and a kind of a tentacly like swirl smashes down next to you for her first strike. The second strike will hit with a 34. And then
that is above my armor class, yes.
Yes, and which is going to deal 19 slashing damage as they rake over you. And then once they kind of like these tentacles wrap around you, you notice like at the kind of base of her palm there is a gnashing beak that does 30 or attacks for 34, doing 23 piercing damage. And that is going to be her turn, which is going to bring us to Gwendolyn.
The real one. Okay.
So once again, to set the scene, a tidal wave of blood is smashed across the four of you, knocking Rosh and Vyncent to the ground. You and Champ are standing kind of drenched in blood. The Blood Queen races forward and pummels into Rosh, and they're the three facsimiles of you, Vyncent, and Roshel standing behind about like 30 feet or so. What do you do?
I'm gonna go directly for Vashta. So Gwen is going to sort of run the meat of her hand along her blade. I'm gonna use a bonus action to do my Crimson Right. Coolly. So I have to lose 6 hit points to do that. And I'm gonna do the Right of the Oracle to do psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take the Phantom Blade and I'm going to swing at her.
All right, excellent. I just realized I missed an opportunity to have Hemogoblins in this encounter.
Hemogoblins.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alas. That is a 27 and a 25 to hit.
Both hit?
And just hit the buttons. Oh, where'd it go? So that's 7 psychic damage and 31 slashing damage from the Phantom Blade.
Okay. You carve a deep slash into her arm that is like writhing with this strange alien flesh. Do you have any other bonuses or anything?
I was reading my brand thing, which I think I'm going to use. So since I hit her, I can use my brand of castigation. And so I sear an arcane brand into her. The most important parts of it are she can't dash.
Okay.
If she does damage to me or a creature within 5 feet of me, she takes damage. And if she tries to teleport or leave the current plane, she takes damage.
Okay. Excellent. All right. And what do you think that looks like? What is there like a kind of like floating blood that kind of like connects the two of you in a way that makes it so that she can't run, or what do you think that looks like?
I think it's I think it's a literal brand. So I think the second time that that Gwen strikes out at her, like where she hits, there is this like burning, and it kind of sears this like arcane glyph like into the side of her.
Nice.
It glows the same color, like the same like amber color as Gwen's eye, because amber's the color of her energy.
Oh my god. Timely ref. Timely ref. Excellent. So actually, so at 15, the Similac crew, we'll do that, is going to push forward before Rachel gets a chance to react. Need everyone to do a Constitution saving throw as Rachel goes to the Radiance of the Dawn.
That bastard.
And then can you roll the damage?
Okay.
Constitution?
It's a Constitution saving throw, I believe, yeah.
26.
17.
Garbage, but I'll be resistant to radiant damage.
13, so that's bad.
You know what? It'll make things more fun. I'm Tides of Chaosing to try and do better. That is better. That's now a 23.
Nice. Yeah. So the DC for these, I think it's probably a little less than Rosh's. What's yours?
Mine's 18 right now.
Yeah, there's 17.
Okay.
So a little less.
They're a slightly earlier. They're an earlier model. It's right. Your blood was before you leveled up quite this high. It was like a little earlier,
Okay.
so they're a little bit weaker.
All right. The damage for it is 2d10 plus their level. So.
Okay. I think 13 is what it was.
Okay. You want me to roll the 2d10?
Yeah, that makes me feel better.
Roll double 9s.
Oh, dang.
So 18 plus 13, so 32. No,
Okay.
I can't do
31.
math. 31.
Is that half on a save?
I think so.
Yeah, half on a save.
Okay.
So 15 if you saved.
15.
Yeah.
So resistant.
And is it still radiant?
It is. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
radiant. We'll do
so-
radiant.
So then with resistance, that's 7 or 8.
Did you save?
Yes, with a
All right, so
23.
yeah, it would be. We'll do 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. All right. So that's what Simul Rosh is going to do. Simul Gwen is going to as she kind of races forward, her form begins to change and hunch as she turns into a wolf, claws spreading out her hands. She leaps onto you, Gwen, like grabbing at you, like fangs gnashing in front of your face as she goes for some attacks. Let me roll this. Bum, bum, bum. So I think she misses on one of them, but she hits you with a 27. Pardon me. Okay, and then she's gonna do that's not that great. 7 points of piercing damage as she bites into your shoulder. And as she's kind of like biting into you, like her one of her eyes is like rolling over and turning towards in like locking eyes with you as she's kind of like gnawing into you. And you see a flash. Can you roll me a I don't know what kind of check this would be. Your choice: Arcana, Perception, or Investigation.
I'll do investigation. 26.
She has cast a blood curse, one that you used to know, but don't any longer. The blood curse of mutual suffering. So, and then Vyncent, or Simmel Vyncent, comes forward and weaves a spell with kind of a like a sinister kind of grin, begins to like create a spell and cast it out.
Does this look like anything I would recognize?
I think I pulled this from what you have. So let me look at your sheet really quick again.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I got this from your sheet. Yeah, so roll me an Arcana check. It'll be a low DC because you've cast it. Well, I can't remember if you've cast a spell before, but you know it, so it's going to be low DC, like
my sheet, but...
13 AC.
Yeah, that is...
Or DC, I mean. 13.
Yeah, that is 18 Arcana.
Vincent is casting Haste.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and counterspell that, and because they're the same level, it should just cancel out.
All right. I think Vincent's gonna cast Counterspell on you.
Well,
Ouch.
there goes one of them.
All right, so Simmel Vincent has no reactions. Simmel Gwen is a hasted werewolf, and Simmel Roshel is in your midst. Okay, cool. That's going to bring us to real Roshel.
Am I grappled or restrained?
Neither.
Or either?
Neither. It's just more a flavor.
Okay, great. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the haste. So hopefully she loses her next turn.
All right.
And that's my action. I
Okay.
don't have anything I can do as a bonus action.
Nice. Yeah, I think that just cancels out because like that's the level that they're all at.
3rd level, so unless it's higher.
No, I don't. It isn't. Nice. Well, hey, wait, am I wrong? Is haste is 3rd, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 3rd level, yeah.
Okay,
I have
yeah.
it.
So yeah, you're absolutely right. So, so just as like Simmel Gwen is kind of like kind of gets just totally roasted, like monster energy drink ready to go. There, Rosh, you what does it breaking magic look like in your mind? What does that look like?
I was imagining it sort of like a like a cleansing effect. I'm imagining like you know in movies where you see like the force field kind of like burning around something, like that effect. Yeah, I imagine it's kind of like that, or it's like it starts at a point and then the whole
kind of like
spell
like lighting hair on fire, just like,
yeah,
for sure. All right, so you do that, and then it's kind of like crackles off of her, and as it does, this kind of I think Simmel Gwen just kind of like begins to heave and shake and like quiver and like lets go of your shoulder, Gwen, and it's looking with like eyes kind of like just wide and like looking a little bit stunned, and yeah. So bonus actions?
Nothing is a bonus action, no.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Vincent.
Okay. I'm wondering if this is something I can ask of Savannah. Do you remember what Blood Curse of Mutual Suffering does? And is that something the rest of us would know? Because it has been literal years since we've had it in game.
Yeah, because I used to use it all the time. We heard each other.
Okay, but it's just you guys hurting each other.
What it's like.
if I remember correctly, you hurt her to hurt me.
Blood curse and mutual suffering ensures that the suffering that you inflict is mutual.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Okay. Okay, that is good to know.
Is this one of the ones that got nerfed in the recent build?
Yes, it's the one that got removed.
Yes, it's not there anymore.
So she's pre-nerf. So
she's pre-nerf.
She's patched into
older,
the game.
Yes.
Yeah. She's an older patch. She's hacking
hacking.
because she's using a previous patch version of Gwen's character.
But yeah, Gwen used to do this all the time.
That's when this blood
that.
was collected. Yeah. So, I have to urinate. I will be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, y'all would have seen her do this. I used to do this all the time.
Yeah.
my plan is to try and cast a Dominate Monster on Nega Gwen.
That would be
Because
cool.
I'm assuming she's still Mondo DPS.
Probably.
We'll see how long it lasts, because every time she takes damage, she gets to make another save.
Okay.
But my
She's
DC is also 18.
There is also the bloodlust aspect, which may or may not
Right.
be a thing here, but essentially when you take damage, you make a save, and if you don't make it, you just lash out and attack something.
Okay.
That's there.
All right.
There's a lot. It's a
Mhm.
lot.
All right. I still think that's probably going to be the best use of that
Yeah.
spell. So, even though I know mechanically it doesn't confer any advantages for me right now, seeing the Nega Wolf Gwen being stunned, I'm going to attempt to cast a Dominate Monster on her.
Ooh, nice.
So it will be a Wisdom save. Technically, she has advantage because we're in combat, but I will spend 3 sorcery points to do that as a heightened spell to impose disadvantage on the save.
All right. 1d. What's the? Is it wisdom?
Wisdom save.
And I have to confirm something really quick. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. So, okay. What's your DC?
18.
She does not succeed.
Okay, so. Well,
Wait. Oh, with advantage. Hold on. Give me one more shot. Give me
No,
one
so I did the thing.
Oh, that I
Heightened
don't
spell,
get
so she's at
advantage.
disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Good.
Yep.
So it's just like one. Nice. All right. Cool. So yes, she does not succeed.
She can make a save every time she takes damage. I would assume that's not at. I don't think the heighten carries over, but it also doesn't specify that will be at advantage. So just
Okay.
keep that in mind going forward. But basically, the general command is going to be, fight the rest of the Simulac crew. I think probably going for Nega Rosh first.
Okay. All right.
But she is currently stunned, so I don't think anything
Okay.
happens currently.
All right. That's gonna bring us to. Oh, sorry. Bonus.
I'm just double checking. I don't think I have anything I can really do as a bonus. Oh, I missed that spell filter from the other sheets, but yeah, I think that's my turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to champion.
Well, if I got a big angry wolf who's looking a little
I remember.
froze.
I remember when you fought Korhal, you did not like the angry wolf.
No.
No.
Someone
You have
go
an opening to
smack
take
that
her out now. Mhm.
I am gonna pull out my great saber.
Yeah, you should really hit
This
that wolf
week's.
real hard. It can't stop you. Stunned. Dominated.
Exactly.
Hit it
I
real
get
hard.
like advantage, right? Because it's stunned or whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure. You got an advantage in that.
Okay. Oh my gosh! I rolled a 2 and a 1 for the first attack.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, what's your bonus?
I don't think it's it's plus 11. So the 2 would
Not enough,
Nope.
unfortunately.
Nope. All right, let's try again. I get 3 attacks.
Yeah, you hit her so many times.
This is slightly better.
If you hit her hard enough, she can break out of the spell.
Ah, crap. You're right. Well.
No, keep hitting her. Hit her. Hit her. Hit her. Hit her.
18.
18? That hits.
Boop. Nope, hang on. Roll the damage, please. 20 radiant damage.
All right. You take 20 points of necrotic damage.
And she does get to make another wisdom save for taking damage.
All right. Does someone shout out anything to Champ?
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna roll to see if Champ realizes.
I mean, Vin would have said, she's under my control.
Oh.
And then I yell, because that hurt.
She does break out of it with a 23.
Cool. So there goes my 8th level spell slot.
Ah.
Oh no.
Well, now I feel like shit. I guess I'm gonna attack again.
I will say that, but narratively, Champ did not like Gwendolyn at all.
No.
Because Gwendolyn freaked out. And she didn't like Vincent either, for that matter.
No, we had issues.
Because,
And also,
Vincent
she didn't
also
know.
had lots of surges. Champ did not
Yeah.
trust either of the two of
Still
you.
feels
Because
bad
both of you.
though.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, just for the group, this is in character, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
Well, she didn't know either.
yeah.
Sorry, Alex. Oh my gosh. Okay, so same actually. I rolled the exact same.
You rolled a 1 and a 2?
No, it's a second roll. So what
You hit her again. I don't think
Yes.
that I think mutual suffering is just on the first attack, if I recall. Let me look that up real quick. Sorry, it's a searching. I think it's just in the first attack. Do you remember off the top of your head?
It is the next time they damage you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just the first one. It's
first
so. Subsequent hits don't do this.
Okay. So that's only 10 radiant damage this time.
Okay. All right. You've done serious damage to Wolf Gwen.
Yep. And then realizes oh no. Done hecked up.
Kind of snaps out of it. I think I have to look at how long stun blast of haste. There's too many mechanics going on right now. Sorry.
There's a lot.
Based on my extensive experience from Saturday night's Thunderball, it's just they spend their next turn
collecting
standing
themselves.
still.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That makes it simple then. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's 3 attacks. Do you have a bonus?
Not to this time.
All right. So that's going to bring us back to back to the top. Where actually it's going to be the Vashta. Vashta is going to grip you around the throat, Gwen, and is going to cast a spell upon you. I need you to roll me a... Please just see. You know how they have casting time, range, target, component, duration. If there's a saving DC, just put that stat in the middle. Don't make me read through
The whole
2
spell.
paragraphs to
That'd be
find
so nice.
wisdom saving throw.
Is this a charm or a fear?
It's not fear. It's an enchantment, but I don't know if it's charm.
Just
I
as
don't think
being
it
charmed
is.
or frightened.
It's not charmed. No. Well, Can I just tell you what it is?
Sure.
It's modify memory.
Uh,
But and it says in the text here, I'll put it for you to read. So
Okay.
you can see this.
We'll decide together.
It says in it. It says the charmed
Damn, it's a long
target,
spell.
Okay, so then it's a charm
and it
effect.
says on a failed save, the
while
target
this
becomes
charm
charmed.
lasts.
Becomes charmed by you for the duration.
That
So
means I get advantage
Okay, so it is a charm.
because of my hardened soul. That's what it's called.
Well, of course it
love
is. It's
it.
Gwen.
I rolled the same thing on both.
Okay, what'd you roll?
16 plus 4, so dirty 20.
That's not gonna do it.
Damn it.
Shoot, what was I gonna change? I was gonna change something. Oh, this is dirty. I forgot I wrote this. Okay.
Why are you bullying me?
I don't know.
Why are you
Gwen
bullying me?
has.
I already gave up
the
one
most-
memory today.
I know. Shoot. Okay.
I can take it.
Okay. I'm trying to find out where I remember what I said. So basically, as you kind of look into the eyes of Vashta that are enormous and black and rolling in her skull, you hear just in a loud voice within your mind, it's like, I will strip away everything that binds you to anyone. And she takes away all the times that you have lost yourself, turned beast, and lashed out at others. All the moments of forgiveness that you had after that, she strips that from you. And you are left with the knowledge that these terrible things that you've done are unabsolved.
Okay.
And that's her turn. So that's going to bring us to...
This doesn't damage me physically, right?
No, not physically.
Okay.
She is trying to break this team up because that's her only chance.
I just mostly wanted to make sure because if she did,
Yeah.
she would take damage. But emotionally,
I
I'm
gotcha,
devastated right now.
Yeah, it does its own damage. So Rosh, Simulacrum Rosh, turns towards real Rosh. Are you still on your back? Did you get up? I don't remember you describing it, but I'm assuming you got on your feet.
I would have gotten up to
Okay.
cast the spell. That's why I was asking if I was grappled or restrained. or
Okay,
anything
yeah.
at the
So you get to
beginning.
your feet, and the you that you once were, a second to you that you've given up to become what you are, you've been confronted with another version of who you once were today, and this is a second version of who you once were that you've given up for these ideals that you have that, due to the barrier, I don't know, maybe I don't know if those have like totally question each other, but I don't know, you're like facing it, and then yourself grins back at you, and the mouth splits open and a torrent of tentacles fire out and lash out at you. And did I close that sheet? I did. Oh, dang. Dang it, y'all. Okay, here we go. So, oof, that's a lot. So 27 will hit, 19 won't, 23 matches?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're gonna take, oh man, these beefy boys. 23 slashing damage and 24 necrotic.
Okay. 47 total. I'm double checking. I'm not resistant to any of that. I am not.
Gwen, or Wolf Gwen, just reels, kind of like holding her head, trying to collect herself as this spell that was cast over her is broken, and loses her turn. But Simul, the fake Vincent, is also going to lash out in a similar way that the fake Rosh did, and going to attack Champ. So I'm going to do this again. Where did the... Okay. I've just got too many sheets open. My goodness. All right. So miss hit.
Okay.
14, 26. You take 7 points of slashing damage and 14 necrotic.
Ooh.
And that's going to be their turn, which is going to bring us to Roshel.
Okay.
Wait. Gwen, did
No.
I skip you?
Gwen hasn't
Yes,
gone yet.
I haven't gone yet.
I did skip you. Sorry. My bad.
That's okay. Oh no. The emotional trauma. Gwen is going to focus in and lash out at Vashta, who has just done this thing to her. As a bonus action, I'm going to mark her. So I'm going to cast Blood Curse of the Marked. And yeah, mark her so when I hit her, she will take extra damage. So
Okay.
she focuses on the blood that is already sort of pouring out of her hand and sort of smears it across the blade, and then is going to try to slash at her twice.
All right. Go for it.
That is a 30.
Yep.
And a 22.
Yep.
Okay. Then she's gonna get 2 of these. And, well, that's the wrong one, but it's the same numbers. It's the same die. So, oh my gosh. You guys know I can't do any math, so that's 15, 19. That's 23 psychic damage.
Ouchie wouchie.
And she gets 31. And then because I'm a Hexblade, she gets extra for my proficiency. So that's 36 slashing damage on top of the psychic.
Ouchie ouchie. Yeah, just kind of a just a dervish of blade and blood as you swirl around her, striking at any opening that you can find. That's going to bring us to Rosh.
Oh boy, there's a lot going on around me right now. I'm getting attacked by myself with tentacles, and both Gwens are nearby. And Vashta's right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fuck, and I'm at 11 hit points.
Oh,
Everything's
damn.
very bad right now. I'm going
need to see where you I need to
Yeah.
put you all into the screen I'm looking at.
Oh,
You know what I'm
boy.
gonna do is I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna grab onto Nega Gwen, and I'm gonna cast Staunch on her to cut her
Nice.
off from the source of her blood.
Ooh,
as,
that's good. That's good.
yeah.
That's real good.
Hopefully ending the mutual suffering, but
Yeah, the mutual suffering I think ends once it's been procced, right? Or am I wrong? Or is it just the first on each turn?
Yes, no, once it happens, it ends. So it
Okay.
only happens once.
Okay. Well, she can't do it again. So that's great. Actually, ooh. Let me read that real quick. Can you
I'll pop
punch
it in the chat again. Target can't be the source of blood for any spell or effect that requires even a drop of blood.
Okay. All right. This is what I'm gonna say. Can you roll me a just your spell casting modifier with proficiency, just a check with that.
Essentially,
Adding-
my spell attack bonus.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do contested real quick.
That's 25.
Okay. Do this. Okay. Manages to hold. See, you get the sense that like while you're just trying to like cut Gwen off from her source of magic, for a second it seemed like you actually were about to undo the thing that like created this simulacrum in the first place. Vasha does manage to keep her control over her at the moment, so it doesn't work that way. But the effects do work on Gwen.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Cool. Bonus actions.
I don't have anything I can do as a bonus action this turn.
All right, that's going to bring us to Vyncent.
Okay, so last turn would have stood up. Is going to fly up into the air. How many of the simulacra and Vashta could I hit in a 60-foot line, hopefully without hitting any of my friends?
Um,
I'll prioritize hitting Vashta.
You could. Nega Gwen is in the middle of everybody, but the other two and Vashta you can get without hitting your friends.
Cool. So I will attempt to do that as flying up. Gonna cast Sunbeam, so they need to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Nice. Okay.
And I'll do this in roll 20.
Rosh's con is good. Yeah.
It wasn't good at 13 though.
Yeah, it's not quite as good as yours is currently.
Yeah.
I did tank it a little bit.
Okay. Did not have proficiency until they came back.
You're so funny.
Okay. The one in there is making that seem very bad.
All right, both the simulacrums fail, but Vashta succeeds.
Okay, so Simulacra take full damage and are blinded. Though
Nice.
they also have our resistances, it's radiant, so they'll take half damage from that.
Yeah.
But the blind should be pretty good.
Yeah. So 13 for each of them.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. And they're both blinded.
Until here, I'll click it. Until my next turn.
Cool. And what does that look like? That sunbeam do you just
The thing probably gathers it and then, kind of shooting it out in the hands together.
Nice. All right, yeah. So you this swell of solar energy gathers in your palms, and you like squeeze it out almost at it, like funneling this energy that blasts out at them. They kind of screech under the this assault of solar energy. They recoil, sizzling on their skin. Two of them are blinded. I got to do the full damage to Vashta though. Nice.
Well, on a successful save, it's half damage.
Oh, just kidding. I'm not kidding. I will do.
I'm assuming she beat 18.
She did. Okay, cool. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. This can bring us to Champion.
Okay. Are the two Gwens still like grappling?
The other Gwen is like stunned and not.
Okay. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, let's see. Is this an attack? It's an action. Yes. Okay. Just gonna grab Badwood and sort of like try to shove her away, but also I'm going to cast Burning Hands And she has disadvantage on the save because I hit her when attack last turn.
All right. So
Because of
disadvantage on the
Eldritch
save.
Strike.
What's the save?
It is. That's a good question. I didn't put it in the thing. A deck save.
Ooh, she's all right at that. Okay. So disadvantage.
Yes.
She rolled really well, 20 and a 22. So.
Ooh, okay. So then she only takes half, so half of 11.
Ouch. So 6 damage she
6
takes.
fire.
6 fire. Ouchie, wouchie.
Bad dog.
Yeah, she is. She's halfway out the door.
Okay, and it's gonna kind of. Champ's sort of gonna like interpose herself in between.
Between.
Between Bad Gwen and regular Gwen and.
All right, Bad Gwen and regular Gwen. Okay, cool.
Yes.
This. Well, regular Gwen. You see this blood-soaked.
Normal Gwen.
Not Bad Gwen and good Gwen.
I know.
Bad Gwen and regular Gwen.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
You know
This is a blood-soaked
accurate.
robot just like interposes itself between you and the wolf with that blazing radiant blade. That's going to bring us to Vashta, who is going to what is this ability? Okay, no. I'm not going to do that. Okay, we're just going to strike out at I think a champ actually. 1, 2, 3. So 18, 26, 33.
Yes.
So 24 slashing and 24 piercing as this just a spray of tentacles with kind of razor edges on them, these and like wraps all around you, and this crushing beak at the base of her palm like crunches into you.
And she's gonna take damage because Champ is right next to me and I branded her.
Nice. How much?
It is math. She is going to take 16 psychic damage.
She screams. Excellent. So that's going to bring us to Gwen. The simulacrums are actually supposed to go after you, Gwen. I'm sorry. I did
That's
that
okay.
wrong last round.
I forgive you. It's fine. I am struggling with myself here right now. I am going to
Literally.
not. I was gonna do something and then the modified memory thing happened. Now I think I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Branding Smite, which I cast once per day, onto the Phantom Blade, and then I think just in a complete sort of battle frenzy, is gonna strike out twice at Vashta again.
Nice.
She wants to end this. That is a 25.
Yep.
And a dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay, so she gets... Why do I keep closing my calculator is the thing. And how long does this curse last? I think it was just till the end of my turn. Okay, and then she get a Branding Smite. And then she gets 2 of these. 2 of these and 2 of those. Plus 12. Plus 2. 56. Slashing, radiant, and psychic damage. I can split them up if need be.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
So as you just absolutely like slash into her, she kind of screams out in a voice that only you hear. It's like, you see this, dog? This violence in you? It wasn't brought up by Korhal. It was always in you. Who could ever trust you? Who could ever love you? And as you're slashing out at her, just girl things. Which is going to bring us to the simulacrum. Vincent, your simulacrum is going to go after you.
Okay.
17, which I think meets, 15 misses, 24 hits. No, wait,
That's
are you higher than 17 now?
I'm at 17. What are they doing? Oh, the tentacles?
Yeah, tentacles out of the mouth. It's classic mouth tentacles.
Okay. So yeah, 2 of those will hit then.
One of them, you still have that bend luck. You could make one a miss. I will say that.
Yeah.
Because they rolled a 17. They exactly met, so you can't fail that.
Yeah, I don't know that there's anything else I can really do with those points. So yeah, we'll do that. So now it's just 1 hit.
Okay, so you take 10 slashing and 12 necrotic.
Necrotic is halved, so 16 total.
16, yeah.
Which is now what I need to beat for my concentration check on Sunbeam. Well, that's a natural 20, so we're good.
Nice. Gwen, similar Rosh, I'm just saying during every single time, is going to this face that I don't know how you're feeling right now, but like this face that maybe I think that you fell in love with splits open in half and tentacles spray out of it, attacking you. If I only had advantage. I hit, miss. So with a 20, right?
No, 21.
Oh, just kidding. None of them hit. Good job. All right. Yeah. How do you want to describe that? Like as a, do you want like kind of like matrix out of the way? You kind of like use your blade to kind of knock the tentacles out of the way, or what does it look like?
I think she throws up her shield.
Oh, you have a shield, of course.
At the last second.
I
forget I have it too a lot of the time.
They're just like slapping around the edges of the shield, like, and like you're holding it out as far as you can because they're kind of reach around and slash at you. So that is similar Rosh. And is the wolf stunned? What is happening to the wolf? What's the last thing that happened to the wolf?
The wolf is probably fine now.
I staunched it, but that was
okay.
So I don't know about the wolf, but I just remembered that Vin and Rosh were blinded. All those attacks should have been at disadvantage.
Okay. They all missed Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
Yours, let me see the one that hit you. Yeah, you can take that damage away. That was 16 damage. You can go back up because that would have been a 14. Good call. Sorry, I forgot. They're just lashing out blindly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have Wolf Gwen do the same thing at disadvantage. This is going to be at champ. 1, 2, 3.
Well, Wolf isn't blind. Didn't hit her with the beam last time.
Oh, well, that's nice. Because she rolls a 25.
You can make her blind if you want.
A 25, a natural 20, and an 18. So there's only 2 hits. But, all right. So, Champ, you're going to take...
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't do super well in those, but... Okay. Sorry. Math. 25 slashing, and... 38 necrotic.
Oh.
Since she's right next to me, I'm going to use my reaction to make a sword attack against her.
All right. Go for it.
Sentinel. 23.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
It's 27 slashing and psychic damage.
All right. Gwen, you just bring down the Phantom Blade on the back of Wolf Gwen's neck, severing it from the shoulders and sending it scattering on the stones and bouncing as the form crumples. Yeah. You took yourself out. Good job.
I think Champion does. She just has this like dead expression on her face.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing.
All right.
There's nothing there.
Roshel. God, poor Gwen.
Can I get more than just Vashta within 30 feet of me?
Yes. All.
Okay. Oh, all? Okay, great. I'm going to use my second channel divinity and do another Radiance of the Dawn.
Nice.
So con saves as a burst of solar flare emanates out from Rosh's form.
Just seeking.
You can do it. I can do it too.
You can.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Rosh Rosh succeeds. Everyone else fails.
Okay.
Wait, what's your DC? I'm sorry.
18.
Never mind. The Rosh just succeeds too.
Okay.
But Vincent fails.
That is 13 plus 15, so 28 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Halved if they succeed.
So 28. It will be halved with Vincent as well.
Yeah.
So he'll take 14 damage. Rosh will take 7 damage. And okay.
And
take... Sorry, say the damage
after that,
again. Forgot.
it was 28.
28. Okay, got it.
And then bonus action casting Sanctuary on themselves.
All right. Excellent. That's going to bring us to Vincent.
Okay, Sunbeam is still up. Still gonna shoot that again, trying to hit as many as I can in 60-foot line.
I think you can. In a line. You can choose either Rosh or Vincent and Vashta, but of the two, Vincent is a little bit more damaged.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go for him because he's, up in the air with me now, and so everyone on the ground can go after the Rosh.
Okay.
So con saves, please.
All right. Vincent gets a natural 1, so I'm gonna say that this is going to ignore resistance.
Okay. I'll also remind you that I have Tides of Chaos triggered, so anytime I cast a spell, or even just anytime I cast a spell.
We'll calculate damage and then we'll roll tides.
Okay, so 25 on Vincent, and he's blinded. I assume Vashta made the save again.
Yes. All right. So you actually incinerate Vincent out of the sky, and this beam barrels through, smashing to the back of Vashta, carving this scorch into her back. She is below half. 2 of the simulacrums are done for. Only the Rosh one remains. We are technically at time now. Do you all want to... How do you feel? Do you think we can finish, or do you think you want to hold off and we'll come back?
I'm good to keep going.
You're muted, Sean.
I don't have anywhere to be, so I'm good to
keep going.
wrap it up. Especially since we're missing our next session too.
Yeah. We're pretty close. Pretty close. I think that. Well, yeah. I think you can get this in another two rounds, maybe. Okay, cool. Vincent, any other moves?
I think that's it, unless you wanted me to do some
yes,
surges.
I do want you to do a surge, yeah.
Okay, so 17, you grow a beard made of feathers. And 94,
course.
All of your actions for the next 1d4 minutes are accompanied by loud boos or cheers.
Okay.
So I think we'll go with that one.
I'm just thinking of the grunt birthday party cheers.
Yep.
Yay!
So for the next 3 minutes, everything I do has boos or cheers.
Okay. All right. And I'll let the three of you decide what those are going to be. Alex, you don't get a choice, unfortunately. The other three do. So
And then I will actually just bonus action burn a second level spell slot to get 2 sorcery points back.
nice. Okay, cool. That's
Yeah.
No, that was a bonus action, not an action.
It gets cut off halfway through.
Boo.
Wah.
Champion, your turn.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to second wind.
Queen.
So where Champ has been damaged, this sort of like steam starts pouring out, and they heal a little bit. How much? 19. That's pretty good. And then,
Oh wow! I did not see how low you were.
yeah.
I've not been
also
looking at the
pretty-
health. I just got really worried. My heart rate just went up a little bit. I'm like,
I'm a little bit better now. Now I'm at 40. I used to be at 20.
Okay.
Still pretty low though. Okay. And then, heck, okay. Basha's like right there, and then there's Rosh, Mega Rosh, I should say. Yeah, I want to take Vashta. Can I get within
Right.
melee of her and just take some swipes? My great saber. Gosh, dang it, that's a 1. I'm not using that die anymore.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Okay, first one misses. That is cocked. 27.
That'll
Hit.
do it.
Okay, and then let me click this so I can. Okay, 22. So 24 radiant for the first. Because I'm not holding anything else. Oh, 19 for the second.
That hits.
Okay, and 16 radiant. Slice. Chopping off some of these
So
creepy tentacle things.
22 and 16, or 24 and
24
16.
and 16, yeah.
All right, 24 and 16.
40. Okay.
That's a lot of damage. All right, she's in the double dig. You got her in the double dig now.
All right.
As Champ, you just like continue to like hack and slash as she's kind of preoccupied with all the different points of contact. There's a look of fear on her eyes as she is lashing out as best she can. In fact, that does bring it back to her turn. Oh boy, she is going to, she's gonna reach. That hurt, Gwen. So she's going to try to knock you out. 24, 26, and 19.
Against who?
Oh, a Champ. Sorry. I believe that hits. So, Champ, you
Yes.
take. Wait, what? Why is it? Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. I got so confused by something. You take
The
30.
third attack was 19.
Yes.
If I bend luck, is that going to save anything, or is she going to be down before the third attack actually hits?
What's your AC?
19.
Oh, okay. She'll probably be down because you're going to take 38
A
points
lot.
of slashing damage from the first 2 attacks.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
wait, all right, so,
well,
all right,
38.
first-
I have 2 kittens.
Wait, all right. So, all right. First attack is 18 damage. How many hit points do you have?
Oh, I have a 40 minus 18.
Wait, no,
can't do math.
what did you have when you before anything happened?
I haven't subtracted anything. So
Correct.
40 is what I started with when you
So
started
you have
attacking.
40. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So yeah, you might still be up. So
might. Okay.
18, 20, so 38. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so
you
I have
should bend
two.
luck.
Yep.
I have 2
So-
heaps when the third attack is coming towards me.
Yep, so bending luck on that one.
Yeah. So but Vincent reaches out with and alters the fabric of space, and the third attack doesn't land on you, champ. And you are able to maintain consciousness when you knew that a essentially a death blow was right around the corner.
Okay.
And Vincent's like, and then it's like, yay!
Yeah.
That's gonna bring us to Gwen.
Gwen's ready to end this. So I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Spirit Shroud, which is the
Every time you say something, I'm like, well, shit.
spell that usually makes the it calls forth the spirits of the dead, which you all have seen her do this before, and I think usually they would have taken the form of little fire sprites, and I think based on everything that's happened and the loss of those memories, they don't look like that anymore. I think they look different. I think they're probably sort of like a deep, dark, like red, sort of bloody things. And they don't look as nice as they did before. And then they're gonna swarm around the Phantom Blade, and she's gonna strike out twice at Vashta.
Okay.
That is a 30
That'll hit.
and a 23.
Also hits. There's always so many clicks. Every time you roll, it's like,
It's 43.
43 points of damage. Oof.
That's
All
not
right.
bad.
She is still standing, but not very well. At least. Until similar Rosh goes over to her, placing a hand on
And
her.
attempts to heal her.
Yes.
Oh, except I just used my reaction already, so I can't counterspell this.
Yeah. So
I so wish I had the corrupt healing, defile healing spell.
so there's bloop 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 bloop. This is what it's like to fight against you guys. No, I'm just kidding. No. It's not that much. I mean, it's not that little either, but it's not that much. Yeah, she takes some healing. Knitting someone for wounds. It's just delaying the inevitable though. That's gonna bring us to Rosh proper.
Okay. Champ is very low, so I'm going to
Wait, how many hit points is that? I can't even see it.
I think just
It's
two.
2.
Oh
Yeah.
I have
my
2 kittens.
God.
Rush is going to reach back. Shield's still like interposed between where Vashta and Negarash are, like defensively there, but reaches back at Gwen or at Champ, and is going to cast Regenerate on her, which isn't as much healing as the heal would be, but let me go ahead and prop that. Does have the cool effect of you regain 1 hit point at the start of each of your turns. So even if you get knocked down, you're going to
cool.
get back up at the beginning of each of your turns. You are
Nice.
going to take...
Oh, and it's not concentration.
It's not concentration. It's for the next hour. So if this fight ends, you'll gain like 10 hit points each
Let's say
for 60
casting
minutes.
time a minute.
Oh shit! It's
Oh,
a minute,
no.
isn't it? Yeah, damn it. I thought it was a full... Okay, I'm just going to cast a heal then.
That's okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was a one action spell. Okay, yeah, it's just gonna do a heal at 7th level, so you'll gain 80 hit points.
Whoa. I
Okay.
feel so good now. Dang, that brings me back to
And
half.
that's it.
All right, this can bring us to Vincent.
Okay. Well, this makes things a little easier now that the two baddies are right next to each other, so I'm gonna hit him with another sunbeam.
Nice.
Constitution saving throws, please.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I'll go back. Well, Rosh fails. And
Okay, so
She
31
succeeds.
points of radiant damage, half on a success.
okay. So 31 points. But half, so 15. Rosh is hanging on just because the resistances or the Simulacrum Rosh. She's hurting too though. So chewed off
Now-
about half of the healing that he did for her.
Question for you. If I quicken a spell, we're still saying it would have to be a cantrip, or do you have a level restriction?
Yeah, because it got me. Yeah, on the spot, I'll just say yeah, can't.
Okay. Even if I cast it from the Glove of Spell Storing?
I don't know how that works.
I have, let's see.
If you cast it from glove of spell storing in that spell, like what happens to the glove after you cast it from it? Is it like a
So it can store up to 5 spell slots, or 5 levels of spell. You can cast any spell stored in it. Spell uses slot level spell save DC, spell attack bonus, spell casting ability of the original cast, but is otherwise treated as if you cast the spell. Spell cast from the glove is no longer stored in it, freeing up space.
since it said it acts as if you cast a spell, I'm gonna say it can't work.
Sure. Okay.
Or there's not time for it to work.
Yeah.
I guess.
So Vashta made the save. Is she looking still better than before Negarosh had healed her?
She's like, you took off half of the healing
Okay.
that he did. Or they did.
So I'm gonna go ahead and quicken a firebolt at her. Just try and finish things off.
Yeah.
And I'll do Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage. Crit. No, but that's still a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be, how much is that? 3d10 fire. 14 points of fire damage.
All right. She's back at what she was when Rosh healed her.
Okay.
All right.
That is my turn.
All right. Champ.
I feel great now. I go for the kill.
Go for it.
All right. First attack. 17 to hit.
Hits. No, actually, it doesn't.
Doesn't?
I'm just
All
so used
right.
to saying yes. It doesn't actually.
No. It's kind of just like pings off. 24.
Hits.
Okay. Let me click the thing. 13. Radiant.
Okay.
And oh, that was terrible. That's only like 12.
12 to hit?
Yeah.
No.
12 to hit. Nope.
Unfortunately, no.
Oof.
Do you have an action search, or did you use that already?
I did not use it yet. I was just wondering if I should. Might as well.
Yeah, I'd go for it.
Might as well. Okay. Okay, so I can take one more attack.
Is it just one more?
Well, okay, let me click it.
I think you get 3.
It's the whole attack action, I think.
Yeah, so you can attack 3 more times with an action search.
Oh. Well then. Why was I doing this sooner? That's 18. For the
18
next
hits.
attack. Okay. 17 radiant.
Uh-huh.
24 for the next one.
That hits.
Okay. The same. Another 17.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Go for it.
25 for the final strike.
25 hits.
Well, okay. Again.
Nice.
How did I roll the same thing 3 times?
Consistent.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, it's different numbers, but it's just
Yeah.
adding up to the same total.
Different
Alright,
dice
excellent.
combination each time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wow. Okay, so
So
a lot.
Yeah, you just like slash into her over and over and over again, scoring into her many times. Like she is breathing heavily. She is on her very last of legs. She is going to lash out real quickly. One at Champ, one at Gwen, and another one at Gwen. Those two, they all hit actually. 21 to Champ and 32 and 34 to Gwen.
Okay.
25 slot. Oh, did you?
Well, I'm just gonna say I can use my reaction to attack her because she's attacking Gwen. I
All
forgot
right.
this is a thing I could do.
She takes damage for each of those 3 strikes.
Oh, does she?
Every time she hits us, she's gonna take because of the brand. So as soon as
Oh.
she hits us, she takes
How much damage?
Terrible duo.
16, 24 necrotic
She
damage.
takes 24 damage. Okay. Yeah, she's like reaching out blind. All right, because that will kill her. I'm trying to think of what that looks like though, as she's like reaching out, because she does do 25 slashing to Champ and a total of, what even is that? 41 damage to Gwen. But yeah, she's like, and what is this necrotic damage that's like feeding back on her? How's it work?
So it's the brand that I put on her.
Okay, this is begins to like kind of burn in deeper and deeper into her flesh as every strike that she flails out. As like Vincent's like casting bolts of fire at her from the back, and like Rosh is like casting these like spells that are like bringing everyone back up to full strength. Gwen, you and Champ kind of flank on either side of Vashta, bringing out the plasma greatsword and the phantom blade, whirling and spinning around. You begin to just dismember her, like at which each kind of like as she reaches out, boom, off goes a hand. She like flat like lashes out with another claw, and then at the elbow, and then just take her apart, and then driving this mark against burn deeper and deeper to her flesh, and then flames begin to burst out of her, and she kind of roils back, sparks flying up, her chest almost bursts open, like ribs splaying out as like this like almost like hot coals burning within her. She like just sizzling on the floor amidst all the blood around you, and the simulacrum of Rosh just dissipates into just a pool of blood, just and spreads out. As you all have defeated the Blood Queen.
Does anything happen to the Phantom Blade when she dies?
It does absorb her, yeah. You do get to keep her.
Your soul is mine.
Vash does not respond to that. But yes. And then those of you who are not kind of like preoccupied with what you just experienced, a little form kind of hops forward, like goes over to the form of Vashta, kind of and just like You done good. And buries his face and begins to drink the blood of Ashta. And that's where we will end tonight's session.
Image.
Thank you so much for staying with us 20 minutes after the hour in which we normally do this. So I just want to thank the players for their patience with everything. I want to thank the audience for hanging out with us. Thank you for the raids from Encounter Roleplay and Lords and Ladies of Fate, which I didn't mention by name earlier. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the raids. That's so awesome. We're going to be back with this game in 4 weeks because of the way holidays are landing for our schedule. It's going to be a little bit before we get back here, but there's plenty of other things going on this channel. We've got a game tomorrow with the Sprawl system, Neon Souls. We've got other D&D games. We've got Monsters of the Week. We've got Masks. We've got Overarms. We've got Elegant Suffering. Wait, is that the name of the system?
The second
Society.
season is
What's the name of the system?
The game is Good Society. The
Good
second
Society,
season is
sorry,
called Elegant Magics.
Yes. So Good Society. We've got a lot of different systems, a lot of different games going on this channel. So if you're watching us on Twitch, give us a follow and hang out with us next time. If you are seeing this on YouTube, then enjoy the huge library that's there. And then maybe hop on us with Discord. And but yeah, that's all I've got. So thank you all so much. And I'll say good game, happy holidays, and good night, Internet.